So the needs of researchers at the time that Parker on the Web launched were not very complex. We just wanted to look at a lot of images of medieval manuscripts in very high quality. So if we cast our minds back to like 2009, 2010, there weren't many images of medieval manuscripts online at all. Rather than simply offering a few select digitized pages, or worse still, a thumbnail that you could click on, Parker on the Web digitized complete manuscripts at a very high resolution. It was a revelation to start to see these high quality images, find the kind of detail that researchers wanted. My research, I was looking at small features on a manuscript page. Might be points of punctuation, might be teeny writing between the lines, interlinear glosses. It might be features of style on an individual letter form. And being able to zoom in at that high resolution level, which you could never achieve with a physical object, really aided in my work. It also meant, as the Parker on the Web project developed, that we could look at images of these manuscripts, look at the surrogates, before we turned up at the library, do the research before we looked at the actual physical item. And that took Parker on the Web from being a tool for viewing manuscripts to a site for active research into those manuscripts. So an extraordinary aspect of the Parker on the Web project was that all of the manuscripts in the collection were digitized. That's like more than 555 medieval and Renaissance manuscripts. And that's unusual. Normally, a digitization project will digitize the prettiest ones, or they make the most famous ones, not the kind of ugly, grungy, not much studied ones. I think one of the librarians at the time said, the ugly Piers Plowman that we've got here. But it was said with affection. That was important in two ways. One, for researchers who wanted access to materials online that we wouldn't normally be able to see. And also setting a model for other digitization projects, saying, Parker on the Web digitized everything. Maybe that's the way to go. And I think that really did have a strong effect. All we wanted was high resolution images. We were excited to finally get them. But the idea now that you can be walking down the street and suddenly have an idea, I must look up CCCC 201 and check folio 41 recto, and that you can do that. That really has helped. And we're able to do that just on a pretty standard mobile phone. An exciting aspect of the Parker on the Web project is that it's enabled access to the extraordinary treasures of this collection here in the Parker Library, and materials that only would ever have been available to a very small subset of academics who had the expertise, the finances, the availability to come and see manuscripts. Suddenly this collection has been opened up, and that brings a lot of excitement and joy to people who love these manuscripts, myself included.